In Chapter 9 of The Catcher in the Rye, J.D. Salinger chronicles the protagonist Holden Caulfield's experiences in New York City. After leaving Pensy Prep School, Holden decides to stay in the city for 3 days before going home to face his parents, who are unaware of his expulsion. He checks into the Edmont Hotel, which he describes as full of perverts and morons, offering readers a peek into Holden's cynical perspective on the world. This description emanates from Holden's observance of unusual acts from his room window. He sees one man cross-dressing, an older couple spitting drinks into each other's mouths, and other weird displays of human behavior. These scenes further his disillusionment and bias towards the adult world, perceiving it as phony and depraved. While reflecting on these scenes and himself, he shows a hint of self-awareness of his oddity, mentioning that he sometimes behaves peculiarly. His dual feelings of not belonging in the adult world, finding it repulsive and fearing it, accentuates his internal conflicts. Bored and lonely, Holden considers calling his younger sister Phoebe, whom he admires, or Jane Gallagher, a childhood friend whom he knew back in Maine. However, he does not call either. He does not want Phoebe to know he got kicked out of school, and he suspects that calling Jane might lead him to conversing with her mother. Instead, he calls Faith Cavendish, a woman he has heard about from a friend at Princeton, hoping for some company. Although she refuses to meet him that night, she suggests they can meet the next day, but Holden declines. This chapter reveals more about Holden's personality, his rejection and cynicism towards the adult world, his loneliness, his inner struggles, and his tendency to withdraw from meaningful social interactions, which has resulted in his isolated existence. He shies away from communicating with the people who matter to him, out of fear or hesitation, and instead seeks out casual encounters.